Tosin Abasi with Animals as Leaders, and you're watching Capital Chaos.
You're from the same town as the fellas in Darkest Hour.
Yep.
Washington, D.C.
D.C.
Home of a lot of power.
There's a lot of stuff there.
Heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters.
We were just talking about Marion Barry. Are you familiar with Marion?
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's a legend, and I guess a savior of the all-ages scene to some degree.
Oh, yeah.
Because Mike was saying that they were going to shut the all-ages scene down at one point.
Yeah, I think he might have fought for that. I don't know too much about it, but I remember hearing something about that, though.
He's against gay marriage, but he's for the all-ages rock scene. So
you win some, you lose some.
Can't have it all, right? For sure. Now, Animals, for those who don't know, would you say that Animals as Leaders is a progression from Reflux?
Yeah, I would think so. Like, melodically and conceptually, it's definitely a bit more experimental, less aggressive. So yeah, I think it's evolved from Reflux, for sure.
And has it been does it have a negative impact on your ego?
It has an extremely positive impact on my ego, because people seem to like the music, so.
Can't beat that. If you walked into a room and you saw somebody who was downloading your album for free, how would you react?
I'd be okay with it. When we finished the album, we actually posted it on a few message boards and forums that we frequent, because we just wanted people to hear it. And it's kind of the nature of music these days, is people want to have it before they buy it. Instant gratification. I don't think it really necessarily harms the band, and if anything, it's helped us be spread, you know, word of mouth, and just file sharing has actually been like a really helpful thing for us. So I'm into it.
There's other avenues of commerce that can come from that.
Yeah, I think the conventional record industry is kind of scrambling to monetize, you know, non-physical media, like, and they haven't gotten there yet, but once they do, there'll be less resistance to file sharing, you know.
And do you listen to much music? Are you listening to anything that's got you hooked right now?
Yeah, there's a band from Norway called Jaga Jazzis. They're an instrumental band. They just put out an album. There's also a band from Brooklyn called the Dirty Projectors, who I'm really into. A band called Tortoise from Chicago, instrumental band. They're really awesome. Joanna Newsom put out a new CD I really like.
Oh, yeah. Right on. Are you now getting into the more of the instrumental music because you're playing instrumental music?
It's the other way around. Like, I've always appreciated instrumental music. It allows certain liberties, you know, as a composer. And I was always in a band with a vocalist. So Animals as Leaders is me finally getting to participate in the whole instrumental music thing.
Are you an avid reader as well, still?
Yeah.
Have you read anything that you would recommend that people check out? It's not a complete waste of time.
Yeah, I just read The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. It's about objectivism. It's kind of like a vehicle for her philosophical sort of theories, but I think as a creative person, reading The Fountainhead can be pretty fortifying. It's got a lot of really cool ideas in there that can galvanize your individuality, you know.
Nice. And did you learn anything new? Now you toured with Born of Osiris for, was it just one tour?
I did 2 tours with them, yeah.
Have you, now, your first real tour as a band, Animals as Leaders, was just like last year, right? With,
yeah, at the end of the year, it was like November with Between the Beard and Me.
Veil of Maya, was that?
Veil of Maya was direct support, yeah.
Okay. Did you learn anything new from that first official tour of yours that you didn't really learn from touring with Born of Osiris?
Yeah, in Born of Osiris, they had a whole team of people organizing and just facilitating the tour. With the Animals as Leaders stuff, I kind of had to be the one, like, you know, getting merch designs and placing the order and like doing all the, like, you know, tour managing stuff. I don't know if I'm the best suited person to do that. We learned quite a few lessons. We're still learning and stuff, but it was a good tour all in all.
And is instrumental music making a comeback, or is that nonsense?
A comeback from when?
Comeback from what? I know, I mean, I hear that all the time, but
yeah.
I've come back from what, right? Is that just nonsense? Interview,
well,
stupid shit.
Well, I don't know. I think it's always existed, and right? I don't know if everyone relates to it, because people relate to the human voice, and if you remove that, you know, you're left to musicians and other people who can identify with what you're doing. But I think instrumental music is almost the equivalent of reading a book without seeing a movie.
Sure.
You like are left with your internalization of like what you want to place in the negative space of a vocalist or whatever. I really enjoy listening to it and writing it. So.
Are you familiar with Bella Fleck and the Flecktones?
Yeah, they're amazing. I've seen them.
Obviously, the bass player.
Yeah,
the sweeps and stuff. Right?
Yeah, he's like a technique monster. But Bella Fleck is an amazing player.
With the whole band. So, but Bella Fleck, what is that thing that he plays? It's not a guitar, but it's not a
banjo.
Keyboard. Is that what it is?
It's a banjo, but I think he has. It might be custom to some degree, but I'm pretty sure it's just a straight ahead banjo. I think he might have a synth pickup on it. I don't know.
Crazy music.
It's like world class, like musicianship.
I would agree, absolutely. Why is Misha Mansour in Periphery and not your band?
Because Periphery rules. No, Periphery is his project, you know, and like Animals as Leaders is kind of the intersection between like my creative mind and Misha's creative mind and production. Like he played a huge role in the album coming out the way it did. Like I hope to work with him again on the next one to some capacity. So yeah, we're kind of like musical siblings in a weird way. It's like
sweet, right on. And the album cover is what?
I had an artist, Jay Wynn, kind of. I think it's a manipulated photo of like a campfire or something. I don't know. You just got a lot of streams of light, and it's cool. I don't know. He wanted it to look like a photograph of film, if that makes any sense. So it actually looks kind of low res, but it's on purpose. I just let him do his thing. He has a really cool aesthetic that I like. So
cool. Let the artist flow. Your secret behind getting as good as you are on your instrument?
On guitar. I spend a lot of time practicing technique with a metronome and just like drilling it, you know. And then I'm talented too, I guess, so that works out.
that's a secret. Not a secret anymore, though, that's for sure. Are you trying to make a fashion statement in this kind of music where it's t-shirts and jeans?
If I was, I would be terribly unsuccessful at it. I just dress to compliment myself. I mean, I listen to music that I find, you know, that I resonate with, and I treat clothing and books and food the same way. I don't really, you know, choose absent-mindedly. So the same way I choose a garment is the same way I choose a guitar. So I'm not trying to influence anyone. I just try to express
good. I like
myself.
the hat.
Thanks a lot.
Very cool. Do you have a collection of those?
This is the only one I have. It was a gift. It's vintage. It's pretty old. It's older than I am.
But it's in good shape.
Yeah. These things, and that's part of the thing with vintage things. They're still around because they were made so well, which makes sense.
Right. Not as disposable as everything.
Yeah, things have changed, industrialized. It's kind of destroyed a few values. So.
If you were comparing people to animals and leaders, what would Oprah? If you were to compare Oprah Winfrey to an animal, what animal would she be?
Wow, that's a dangerous question. Oprah, are there any animals who have weight fluctuations very rapidly?
I don't know.
Oprah, but she'd also be a really powerful like animal as well, because she has such a large influence as a person.
Like a cheetah or something?
Something, yeah. Something like more dangerous than it looks, you know what I mean?
And what about what about George Bush? What kind of animal would George Bush be?
He'd be like a marmot or like a ferret or something.
Just two more people. What would Obama be?
Obama, I think Obama would be a sloth. But that sounds negative, but I think he's just really calm and like collected, and sloths are just totally chilling, you know? So
right. It's only negative if it's a lifestyle choice, sloth, right?
Yeah, but in the animal world, sloths are they do what they do. You can't knock a sloth for being a sloth.
And then finally, Lady Gaga. What kind of animal would Lady Gaga be?
Wow. A seahorse. Ooh. It just came to me. I don't know.
That's fucking cool, man. A seahorse. I like it. And finally, is race still an issue in the U.S.?
Absolutely.
Nothing has changed because there's a black president.
Well,
not much has changed.
Things have changed. I was in D.C. when he was, when he won the election, and it was like one of the most positive displays of like humanity. I've seen people hugging each other in the streets and cars not being able to drive, and I think the aftermath has been like a lot of criticism of him. As far as his effect on America's ideas on race, I think those are way more deep-rooted than one president's like new election or new administration. I think it's like, it's cultural, it's historical, and we've made headway, but I think it still exists. Those biases still exist.
It's only one black president out of how many presidents have we had, right?
Yeah, quite a few. But it's amazing. I mean, it's definitely a landmark, you know? And beyond him being black, I mean, we just need a good president. And
right.
I personally feel that he's doing a good job, so.
Me too,
yeah.
Me too. A lot to work with. Thank you for your time, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Nice meeting you.
Likewise. Likewise.